legislature and the governor need to find money to support the victim services in Tennessee.
New tonight, Tennessee nonprofits and some other groups are asking the governor and legislature for state money to help crime victims obtain desperately needed services. This after federal money's drying up. The Sexual Assault Center here in Nashville depends on that federal money. Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar now live with new information after an important meeting in which these organizations made a collective pitch for help because some of these programs risk shutting down.
Scott, the president of the Sexual Assault Center, was a key figure at today's meeting. She's begging the governor's office to come up with a new funding plan. She tells me it's urgent. Otherwise, thousands of people won't be getting the help that they need. Annie Wortham's life changed forever when she answered a knock at the door from a stranger. She was 21 years old then, and still, years later, she remembers the brutality and trauma.
He came in, he pushed me down on the ground, and he raped me.
From that horrific moment on, Wortham felt unsafe. She placed knives in her shower for protection, spiraled into frequent panic attacks, and engaged in destructive behavior. That is, until she found some peace while in therapy at the Sexual Assault Center. That counseling is now at risk of being taken away, as well as help for victims of all kinds of crime. Money for the Victims of Crime Act, better known as VOCA funding, is running out, meaning long wait times for victims and some rural nonprofits closing their doors.
It's terrifying.
VOCA funding relies on fees collected in federal court. As more plea deals are accepted, court fees go down, meaning less funding for these agencies. Other states have stepped up financially to fill the gap, but Tennessee hasn't. The Tennessee Victim Service Providers Alliance signed this letter asking the state for $25 million to balance the budget. Rachel Freeman is the president of the Sexual Assault Center and met with the governor's office on Monday to get answers.
It was optimistic as far as hoping that that the governor puts funding in his supplemental budget to support victim services. We did not get what we had originally hoped, which was to be in his original budget.
They're also calling on lawmakers to vote in favor of it. Verna Wyatt is the co-founder of Tennessee Voices for Victims.
This is a crisis, and it's not a joke.
Advocates say it could be the difference between life and death.
I honestly don't know if I would be alive.
The governor's office tells me it will continue to work with the General Assembly on budget priorities, and the governor's budget amendment will be finalized within the coming months. We will be following up on this. Tonight, there's no clear answer on the fate of these victim services. Reporting live in Nashville, Karen Aguilar, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.